This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines. The Tampa Police Department is currently conducting a shooting investigation. According to a press release this morning around 5 a.m., officers responded to the 4000 block of West Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard for a report of shots fired. Upon arrival, officers found a man with a single gunshot wound that appears to be non-life threatening. The victim was transported to a local hospital for treatment. An investigation is underway to determine the cause of the shooting, and at this time, no arrests have been made. Anyone with information related to the shooting incident is asked to contact Tampa PD by calling 813-231-6130. As Florida leads the country in book bans, Hernando County School Board banned or limited access to even more books at a school board meeting Tuesday. WMNF's Chris Young reports.
8 books were brought before the board during the meeting. Suncoast Florida reports that all the book challenges came from the right-wing group Moms for Liberty. 4 books were entirely removed from circulation, including The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas and Push by Sapphire. Access to other books were limited. School board member Shannon Rodriguez had this to say before voting to limit access to Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye.
This isn't tolerable, that this stuff doesn't bring anything to their brain. There's nothing that they're getting from it. There's no benefit to it.
Hernando County parent Kimberly Maroney spoke against the bans at the meeting.
Let us choose for our children. I have no problem with inappropriate stuff being taken, but when it has literary value to it, we need to let the parents choose. Let me choose for mine and let others choose for their own.
The next Hernando County School Board meeting is scheduled for January 9th. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young.
The Republican Party of Florida had a nearly 700,000 voter registration edge over the Florida Democratic Party at the end of November. Gina Jordan has more.
The State Division of Elections website shows around 5.1 million Floridians are registered as Republicans and around 4.4 million are registered as Democrats. Another 4 million are registered without party affiliation or with third parties. Democrats historically held a registration edge in the state, but Republicans overtook them in 2021 and have steadily expanded the lead. Republicans hold all statewide offices, a majority in Florida's congressional delegation, and supermajorities in the Florida House and Senate. I'm Gina Jordan.
More than 16,000 institutions like universities, pension funds, and governments that hold more than $40.6 trillion in assets have now divested from fossil fuels, the global fossil fuel divestment movement announced today. CommonDreams.org reports the announcement comes days after the 28th United Nations Climate Change Conference ended with a call for transitioning away from fossil fuels, but would still not agree to the stronger phase out of oil, gas, and coal backed by climate advocates and frontline communities. To put it in perspective, $40.6 trillion is equal to a little less than half of the global gross domestic product. A storm system is taking aim at our area this weekend. Meteorologist Megan Borowski from the Florida Public Radio Emergency Network says,
So the latest model updates show the core of the low favoring more of a northward and westward track. What does this mean for us? Well, squalls of strong to severe thunderstorms could impact South Florida as early as Saturday morning. Then the core of the system will approach the Big Bend Saturday night. Moderate rain rates should work from west to east during the evening. Then the core of the storm with the strongest rain rates, gustiest winds, and potentially a few tornadic thunderstorms should track over the Big Bend overnight into early Sunday. Right now, it looks like the heaviest rain accumulation should occur from Apalachicola and the Forgotten Coast eastward into North Florida and Central Florida.
Megan says that winds will remain gusty, flash flooding will be possible, and a few tornadoes will be possible too across the entire peninsula and the eastern two-thirds of the Panhandle Saturday into Sunday. She says we need to ensure we have a way to get weather alerts that still will wake us up. She also says we should secure outdoor items so they don't get carried away by strong gust winds. That includes holiday decorations. For the weather today, it will be mild and overcast with highs in the mid-70s. Tonight, lows will be in the lower 60s with possible showers after midnight. Tomorrow, we have a 98% chance of rain. We're going to have highs around 70. I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines on 88.5 FM and the WMNF app.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.